just come to the conclusion that my pedal board sucks. Here's the deal. My pedal board sucks. Okay, it doesn't suck, but it sucks for me. Guitar players, we love our pedal boards, and this is something I've been building over time. Every time I got an urge to buy a new pedal, it's like candy, right? We just keep throwing it on that board. I thought it had some purpose, and in some ways it did. But the truth of the matter is, I'm a studio guitar player. I record here. I don't have any gigs on the books. Even before the pandemic, who am I fooling? I wasn't gigging anywhere. Everything I do is here. And the truth is, as a recording guitar player, I don't use it. You know, all these pedal chains, I've got that switcher, the octave switch, which is great. You can set up different pedal combinations, but again, I don't use it. Often I'll use a boost, I'll use an overdrive. Time-based effects, reverbs, things like that, forget about it. I don't use them. The phaser, don't use it. If I want any of those effects, I add them in my mix. I don't record with them on. So ultimately, it's just a hazard here on the floor because I keep fucking tripping over that thing. So I woke up this morning, I was thinking about it. It's gonna go. It's gotta go. We're gonna blow it up. Yeah, let's blow it up. You know, it's funny. I was actually planning to do a video about this board, and it was on my list of videos to tackle, and it never got done, and I think now we understand why. But before I take it apart, I think I'll give it its due for 30 seconds, because I think the concept actually was good. I mean, if I was gigging, it's a very, very functional board. It's all built around this octave switch, which is a pedal switcher, so I can assign different combinations of pedals, so you don't have to do the old pedal dance. And it also can switch your amp. It's got an A-B switch on it, so in the case of the Marshall, which is mainly what I used it with, you know, A channel, B channel, clean and dirty, you can assign each one to each combination of pedals. So with one switch, you could turn on 3 pedals and turn the amp to clean, or vice versa, turn it to dirty, all assigned. So there it is. We can enjoy it for one more second, and now we're gonna blow it up. Now, before you get any ideas, I'm not throwing away the pedals. We're gonna use a lot of these pedals. It's just the way it's configured right now doesn't work very well for me in a recording situation. We'll see what I've got planned for this. So my board was built around a pedal train frame, and no complaints about this pedal frame. Actually, it's a really sturdy board, but it's all based on the idea that it has to be assembled with Velcro. So you got to put Velcro strips on the frame itself, and then you put pieces of Velcro on the bottom of the pedals. And because of that, you actually have to take off the feet of the pedals, otherwise they don't sit flush on the board. And I actually had the presence of mind to keep them all and label them in my toolbox here. So here's what I did. I actually turned the backs of the pedals upside down and put the Velcro, which is in essence on the inside of the pedal. I had the presence of mind when I built the board originally that if I ever wanted to deconstruct the board, that I wouldn't ruin the outside of the pedals. Now I just hope I have all the feet and we can put them all back together again. So what's my plan for the pedals, you ask? Well, there's this part of my studio. Now, those of you who follow my channel know that this used to be a kitchen and we've turned it into this wonderful studio. But this section right here, this is actually where some cabinetry used to be. And there's a big scar on the wall. As you can see, we've got nice tiles back there, but there's just sort of this empty space here. And I've been trying to figure out what to do here. Well, I'm not getting rid of my pedals. That was never in the plans, but I just don't need a board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some shelving here. We're going to clean this up a little bit, and we're going to mount all the pedals on the wall here, so they'll be at my disposal whenever I need them. Well, we'll see how that turns out.
Kept cruise control locked at 65.
Then we got to do something about this. That's a bit better. Well, there you have my pedal board transformed into a retail display. But I'm really happy the way it turned out. I mean, for me, this is all about efficiency. And that's something I promised myself when I moved into this new studio, when we moved house. The last studio, I had horrible challenges with organization, but that's something I promised myself. If it's just getting in the way, it's got to go. And sadly, that pedal board, it had to go. But all the pedals are still here, at least the ones that I'll use. Maybe a few are here just for sentimental reasons, but if I need a boost or I need an overdrive, I can just pull it off the shelf, hook it up to the amp. And by the way, that power brick that was underneath the pedal board is now sitting on top of the amp. So for power, just whip it over there, plug in the power cable, and we're good to go. So I'm really excited to see how this speeds up my game. And I think it'll allow me to experiment more because now I can easily try different pedals individually just to see what they do to help shape the tone. And like I said, there's certain effects that I just don't record with anyways. So they're out of the way and they're not going to slow me down. Anyways, would love to know what you think about all this. Perhaps this will inspire you to purge something in your own studio. Efficiency is key. It's all about making music and getting it done. So let me know in the comments. Also, this studio vlog format is something I did when I moved here to the new studio, and I kind of put a cap on it, but I thought there's all sorts of upgrades and enhancements that I do to my studio all the time. So I thought it'd be a great way to share some of these projects with you. So just let me know in the comments. But ultimately, if you like what I'm doing, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. I've got another video right here for you to check out. Perhaps you missed that one, but ultimately I hope I'm going to see you again in another video.